lessons 19, lessons 20, and lesson 21. For your mixed practice, you will be doing lesson 21. So these lessons are on division and stories about equal groups. Lesson 19, we have a vocab that we need to know. We call division is where we're searching for a missing factor. So for example, we have 12 divided by 3 equals what? This is saying 3 times some number equals 12. What is that number? 3 times some number equals 12. Or 3 times some number equals 12. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Because we know that 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Because multiplication and division are inverse operations, you can reverse your multiplication facts to make division facts. What a neat trick. So 2 times 3 equals 6. Therefore, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Just like you can say 3 times 2 equals 6. You can write a division problem in 3 ways. You can use a division sign, like over here, 15 divided by 3 equals 5. That is a division sign. You can use a division bar. So here we have 15 divided by 3, shown with the division bar. Or you can use a division box, like down here, 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Notice that over here we have some vocab that we need to know. This will help you always set up your division problems correctly. So what we call the big number, what's at least usually the big number that goes inside the box, is the dividend, and that's the number being divided. So the dividend, when we're using a division sign, comes first in the sentence. It's on top of the fraction bar, and it's in the box. The divisor is usually the smaller number, but it's the number that it is being divided by, okay? So if I am dividing 15 by 3, 3 is my divisor. And if I'm using it in a division symbol, it would come second. It's under on the bottom or the denominator of the fraction, and it's outside of the box here. If you see something written like a fraction bar here, the dividend almost falls off the tree. Pretend this is in the tree. It falls off into the box. That's how you can remember where it should be. And then finally we have our answer, which is called our quotient. You do need to know these 3 words. Dividend, quotient is the answer, divisor is outside the box, and the dividend is inside the box. Some of the problems you will be given will say things like, write 2 multiplication facts and 2 division facts for the fact family 5, 6, and 30. So 5 times 6 equals 30. And there's one multiplication fact. How can I write another multiplication fact? Good, I'm going to switch the order. 6 times 5 is also 30. And now I need to write 2 division facts. So I'm going to say 30 divided by 5 equals 6. And 30 divided by 6 equals 5. I can never put one of these numbers here because that would change my dividend. My dividend is got to be the number that is getting divided. And the 6 or this, what's in this spot, is the divisor. That's what it's being divided by. So the 2 little numbers are here and the big number is there. All right, write this division problem in 2 other ways, then identify the 3 parts. So right now I'm using a division sign. What was another way we could write it? Good, I could use a fraction bar or a division bar. So 56 is my dividend. It goes on top, divided by 7 equals 8. Or my third way that I could do it is I could use the box. So if I'm using my division box, my dividend is going to go inside the box. My divisor goes outside of the box. And my quotient goes on top. And then it told me to identify the three parts. So what is my 56? 56 is my dividend. The 8 is my quotient. And my 7 is my divisor. Do that on your own paper to make sure that you know what those are. All right, lesson 21. Stories about equal groups have a multiplication pattern. So we have a number of groups, and we're going to multiply that by the number in each group to get our total. Let's look at an example. At Lincoln School, there are 4 classes of 5th graders with 30 students in each class. How many are there altogether? All right, so what do we know so far? Do we know our number of groups? Yes, that's our 4 classes is our number of groups. Do we know the number in each group? Good, 30. There's 30 in each class. So that's the number in each of the groups of the 4 groups. And so what we don't know is how many altogether or our total. So 4 times 30, 4 times 3 is 12. Add the 0. And so T equals 120. How could I check my answer? Good, I could go backwards. So 100, if 4 times 30 equals 120, then 120 divided by 4 should be 30. And 120 divided by 30 should be 4. So 12 divided by 4, 12 goes into 4 3 times, add 0, 30, that works. Here's another example. The coach separated 48 players into 6 teams with the same number of players on each team. How many were on each team? So what information do we already know? I know that an equation will always have an equal sign. So if I'm writing an equation, I can start with that. All right, so the total, there's a total of 48 players. So that's going to go at the end. That's our total. So let's look at what other number we know. Into 6 teams. Are the amount of teams the number of groups or the number in each group? Good, it's the number of groups. So we know that there is 6 groups, and we don't know how many is on each team. So that's what we don't know. So let's do times G, since we'll just make that stand for the number in each groups. So 6 times G equals 48. Now we want to figure out what G is. So 6 times a number equals 48. What number is G? Good. 6 times 8 equals 48. And I could do that reading it backwards. That means that 48 divided by 6 will equal G. So 48 divided by 6 is 8. All right, that is all 3 lessons. You guys rock. Now get to work.